Hey guys, the Sports Entertainer here, back with some more wrestling news. Our first story of the day looks at Matt Riddle hopes he can return to WWE to finish the RK Bro storyline. Now, during a recent interview with Developmentally Speaking, former WWE star Riddle basically reflected on his run in the WWE, and more specifically, the RK Bro storyline with Randy Orton that was unfortunately cut short due to Randy's injury, and because of the fact that Matt Riddle was eventually released from the company before Orton was even able to make his return. And in this interview, Matt made it clear that he would like to finish this storyline with Randy Orton, if given the chance, likely meaning that Riddle would be open to returning to WWE if Triple H was willing to give him a second chance.
That was just a stepping stone for Drew to do his heel turn regardless. And look at Drew killing it as the heel, the Scottish psychopath that he wanted to be, you know. And but like I said, I think the one thing I really wanted to finish was me and RK Bro. RK Bro has some untied and some loose ends, if you will. And it would be nice to finish that, even if it's just me getting punted and whatever. It would be nice to put like a period at the end of it. But at the same time, that's kind of like the story of my life. You know, in the UFC, 5-fight win streak, beating top-ranked fighters, ranked top 10 in the world at welterweight. You smoke weed, you're fired. You know, WWE, you're killing it. Your partner gets hurt, but you're kind of just the guy that gets beat up by the bloodline all the time, or what have you, which is fine. But then, you go to the airport, you have a couple cocktails, and shit goes wrong. People say stuff to you, whatever. At the end of the day, things happen. I am where I am, and I would honestly, people would probably yell at me, but I wouldn't change it for the world. That's just who I am, and you're supposed to have ups and downs, life's on a wavelength, peaks and valleys, as Tim Thatcher would say. Peaks and valleys. So, but RK Bro, I'd like to finish that, but if I don't, me and Randy are still friends. He texts me and messages me all the time, and that feels good enough. So, yeah, I'm happy.
Next up, the backstage reaction to rumors about Triple H returning to the ring. Now, I think we've all seen the viral clip of Triple H angrily confronting Kevin Owens after Saturday night's main event went off the air, because no doubt Hunter was furious with Owens for what he had just done to the company's top champion with that banned pile driver, which resulted in Cody being escorted out of the arena in a stretcher, and after fans had seen this clip of the shoving match, so to speak, between Owens and Hunter following Saturday night's main event, this led to speculation that perhaps Triple H could be planning an in-ring return in the near future for a retirement match against Kevin Owens. And clearly those within WWE are actually surprised that so many fans even considered the possibility of Triple H coming out of retirement for a match against Kevin Owens, with Chris Featherstone of Sportskeeda Wrestling revealing the following update on the situation, quote, "Those within WWE are shocked that the possibility of Triple H competing against Kevin Owens was even considered by so many people. It's not necessarily impossible for Triple H to compete in a match, but he retired in 2022 following his heart scare and has no plans of returning at any time. Never say never, but this is as close to never as you can get." Now, do you guys think there's still a chance Triple H could secretly be planning a return to the ring for one final match, perhaps against Kevin Owens, or do you feel this would be a massive mistake for Hunter to come out of retirement, given his health complications, and that the game should stay retired and continue to put his main focus on the important roles Triple H has behind the scenes? Next up, Bianca Belair and Bayley exposed by former WWE writer. There's no doubt that former WWE writer Vince Russo had a lot to say about former women's champions, Bayley and Bianca Belair, on the latest episode of Sportskeeda's The Wrestling Outlaws, alongside Dr. Chris Featherstone and former WWE star EC3. And we'll start off with what Russo had to say about Bianca Belair, and clearly the former writer doesn't feel like Bianca Belair is a very good worker.
I don't think Bayley's a great wrestler. I don't think any of the women are great wrestlers right now. I thought Charlotte was a great
Bianca Belair.
I thought, bro, when I'm seeing Bianca Belair having her entire side taped up, and then the next moment she's pressing what's her name, Piper Niven. No, that's not a great worker, Chris, because I didn't believe it for a second. Your ribs are totally fine. Otherwise, you would put that. First of all, you would never try to put that weight up. Second of all, you're putting that weight up, you would collapse to your knees. So, no, not a great worker, Chris.
I didn't see the match. Did they tease it a couple times? That she
Never. No. Right. She yanked her right up and had her right up there.
She was up on the ropes, and then she grabbed her.
Great athlete, absolutely. Great athlete, blue chipper, powerhouse. I could not shine her shoes on any field. Absolutely. But part of being a worker is to make me believe your performance. That was unbelievable.
Now, when it comes to former women's champion Bayley, who was recently put over by Cody Rhodes in an interview, who named Bayley one of the real locker room leaders behind the scenes in WWE, Vince Russo made it abundantly clear that he's not a fan of Bayley's promo work whatsoever, and outright exposed her for, in his eyes, not being able to cut a promo after 10 years.
Can the locker room agenda of a locker room leader, bro, can one of the qualifications please be after 10 years, you got to be able to cut a promo? Bro, if somebody can't cut a promo after 10 years, you ain't leading me anywhere, okay? I'm not coming to you for guidance. I'm not coming to you for advice. You've cut 15,000 promos at the WWE, and you don't know how to cut a promo, and you're going to be the captain? Seriously? You're not going to be the captain of my team. Randy Orton, 1,000%. 1,000%. This is a pro. He's done it all. He's at the top of his game. Wrestling, cutting a promo, telling stories, personality-wise. Bayley? Bro, that's like putting a C on Winnie the Pooh.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Vince Russo said that Bayley is like Winnie the Pooh.
Guys, will you? She's a locker room leader. She can't cut a promo after 15 years and 15,000 promos. She's a locker room. Come on, man.
Next up, why the War Raiders won World Tag Team titles on Raw. Now, there's no doubt that a lot of wrestling fans were very happy to see the War Raiders dethrone the Judgment Day of the World Tag Team titles in the main event of Raw last night. Because firstly, the Judgment Day have honestly been terrible champions who basically never defended their gold. And Eric and Ivar were truly deserving of this special moment after years of climbing back up the ladder in the WWE's tag team division. And a report from Pro Wrestling Nexus has shed light on why the War Raiders won the World Tag Team titles last night, reporting, quote, "With War Raiders capturing the tag team gold, expect a renewed focus for the tag division." Clearly, Triple H wants to begin a renewed focus on the Raw Tag Team division with the War Raiders as champions, and we're so happy that these two are finally getting another run with the titles, because it's definitely been made abundantly clear that their in-ring careers could be closing in on the final chapter. So it's nice to see two hardworking, talented guys like the War Raiders finally get the recognition they deserve. Well, guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on, so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.